well, let's start from the beginning. So a Ford Lightning, obviously. You had said you'd wanted one of these from when you were a kid.
Yep.
So how did you come about finding this one in particular?
It was actually my fiance found it on Marketplace because
Really?
I had been
Good
building
job, by the way.
I was building one out of a 1995 just F-150 short box.
Yeah, sort of
and
cloning
buying
it.
all the cloning it because they never sold these in Canada. This is
Yeah.
one of 2,200 white ones ever built.
They didn't sell these in Canada?
Nope,
You're
not the
kidding
Gen
me.
1s. Gen
Okay.
2s they did, not a Gen 1. This was only sold in the
Yeah.
US and about 500 or so in Mexico.
Yeah, and that's
Undocumented
it.
the exact number. But they're very, very hard to come by.
Yeah.
11,593 total were ever built, but white was the rarest color combination.
It looks so good, especially on this body style.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
my
the Gen
favorite.
2s are not really what I would classify as something that I would want to own. This is sort of where I go.
I like
in
the
my
Gen
opinion.
2, but
Okay.
this one's my dream truck.
Yeah.
I'd never sell it or whatever. And then this one's super special because I bought it from the original owner.
Yeah.
And in 1996, they actually supercharged it
Yeah.
and put an upgraded ignition kit and Bassani long tube headers, but they got Ford to do it. So
Really?
in 1996, they brought all these parts back, brought it to Ford. Ford installed everything. So this truck is one of very few
blessed.
that's supercharged because they didn't get supercharged till Gen 2.
And it's period correct.
Yeah.
You know, that's
so
the
this
thing.
thing's
Like,
been
these
running
parts
this
are from-
system. Yeah, same setup for 30 years now,
Yeah.
or 28 years.
So you find the dream truck. Did you have to do anything to kind of get it up to spec when you got it?
No, I have every
Yeah.
piece of maintenance history down to its bill of sale.
Really?
The guy kept every single thing. I've got like used broken light bulbs that he changed, that he saved the parts.
Yeah,
Every
by heart.
piece of magazine or literature wrote on it he has, including the actual books that you go through for maintenance, and he marked off the pages where he had to do anything to it so that he could basically be referenced back to it. So I got part numbers and old pieces of cardboard ripped off the boxes so I can find the parts.
You know, it's
But it
nice
was
to get an
mint
owner
condition.
like that, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's my favorite thing. So the only thing I've done to it is I stripped down the suspension, put brand new stuff in.
I think that's
completely-
reasonable, though. You got to do
Yeah,
that.
redid the brakes as well, all factory to the
Yep.
correct pieces, and then upgraded to slotted rotors and drilled. Everything is completely modified to the best of my ability
Yeah.
without going aftermarket.
Sure.
And then I built the custom dual exhaust for it as
saw
well
that, yeah.
to kind of get it breathing, but I have the factory exhaust so I could
Should
put it
you
back
want
to
to, yeah.
original.
So do you think there's any point where you graduate from this, or is this a forever car for you?
Oh, I'll never sell this. I already
Okay.
had a guy, I owned it for 3 days and someone tried to buy it from me.
Yeah, of course.
I'll never sell it. It's priceless to me because when I was a kid, my uncle wanted one really bad, and he had the money for it, but they never came to Canada, so he couldn't get them.
Yeah.
So he built a clone out of a white one when I was a kid, and I rode around in it my whole life. So the fact that I found a real numbers matching white one,
That's slick.
Yeah,
And
no.
dual tanks too. I know that's a small observation, but this was the era where gas was cheap enough that you could do that.
Yeah.
But
Well, and she's not very good on gas either,
no,
so
of
you
course
kind of
not.
need it.
Absolutely not.
It's miles per gallon, not miles
Oh,
per
100%.
gallon.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? You're turning dinosaurs into smiles. That's the best thing you could do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you don't daily this, obviously.
No.
You just got a newer F-150, I assume, or something like that.
I actually have my clone that I built of this that I try to drive in the summertime as a daily, and then I also have a 06 F-150 step side
that's
as
great.
well that's lowered. That's my kind of daily.
You know what?
I
Everybody
collect
needs a
them.
truck. Some people need 3, and I totally understand it. Like, this is...
Well, I'm doing pretty good because I had 6, so I sold 3 off last year.
Oh, my goodness.
I
Well,
collect any of these
look,
body styles. I rebuild them, and then I end up selling them off because I just love seeing them on the road. So I like to restore, and she calls it me saving them. But
Well, you know, that's a good... Spousal support is always very important for these things, you know. I think, like, before I bought my Mustang, I did end up looking at just a step-side short box, one of these, and the rust turned out to be a bit too much. But, I mean, honestly, like, if I found one of these, I'd shit bricks and I'd buy it, absolutely.
yeah, it wasn't really in the cards financially at the time, but had to
you
make it work because
right?
there was no way I was ever going to find one
Well,
again.
that's the thing. You know, you just take the credit card hit or whatever and do it. You can pay it off. But this is something for your kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know, eventually, like, your kids are going to ride around in this. And I
Yeah,
think
and they'll
that's
get
really
the
cool.
memories too.
Absolutely. Cool.